Hello, and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing how businesses in the USA affect the government in their own favor. It's no secret that businesses wield significant influence over government policies and decisions, but how exactly does this happen? Let's find out. To understand the relationship between businesses and the government, we first need to look at the role of lobbying. Lobbying is the act of attempting to influence decisions made by government officials, typically by businesses or interest groups. This can be done through various means, such as donating to political campaigns or hiring professional lobbyists to represent their interests. Businesses often use lobbying to push for policies that benefit them, such as tax breaks or deregulation. For example, the oil and gas industry has spent millions of dollars on lobbying efforts to influence energy policies that benefit their bottom line. This can give them a significant advantage over smaller businesses that may not have the resources to engage in such activities. Another way businesses can affect government policies is through the revolving door phenomenon. This refers to the practice of government officials leaving their positions to work for private companies, and vice versa. This can create a conflict of interest, as government officials may be more inclined to make decisions that benefit their future employers or colleagues. Furthermore, businesses can use their financial resources to influence public opinion and shape the narrative around certain issues. By funding think tanks, media outlets, or advocacy groups, businesses can shape the debate around policies that affect them. This can create a situation where certain perspectives are given more weight than others, leading to policies that benefit those with the most resources. Finally, it's important to note that businesses can also use their influence to create policies that benefit society as a whole. For example, companies like Google and Microsoft have pushed for policies that promote net neutrality and digital privacy, which benefit all consumers, not just their bottom line. In these cases, businesses can be a positive force for change, but it's important to remain vigilant to ensure that their influence doesn't lead to policies that only benefit a select few.
Here's an example that illustrates how SpaceX's actions fit into the broader theme of businesses influencing government policies to their own advantage. SpaceX, a company led by CEO Elon Musk, is a major player in the aerospace industry. The company has been successful in securing government contracts to provide space launch services, including contracts with NASA and the Department of Defense. One way in which SpaceX has influenced government policies is through lobbying efforts. According to Open Secrets, SpaceX spent $1.8 million on lobbying in 2020, up from $860,000 in 2019. The company has lobbied for policies that would benefit its space launch services, such as increased funding for NASA and streamlined regulations for commercial spaceflight. SpaceX has also benefited from government subsidies and tax breaks. For example, the company has received over $5 billion in government contracts, including a $2.9 billion contract to build a lunar lander for NASA's Artemis program. Additionally, SpaceX has taken advantage of tax breaks and incentives for its launch operations in Texas and Florida. While SpaceX's actions may be legal, they raise important questions about the influence of businesses over government policies. By leveraging their financial and political power, companies like SpaceX can create a playing field that favors them over their competitors. This can lead to policies that benefit a select few, rather than the broader public. However, it's important to note that SpaceX has also pushed for policies that benefit society as a whole. For example, the company has been a vocal proponent of space exploration and has advocated for increased funding for NASA. Additionally, SpaceX has made significant contributions to the development of reusable rocket technology, which has the potential to lower the cost of space travel and make it more accessible to a wider range of people. In conclusion, the example of SpaceX highlights the ways in which businesses can influence government policies to their own advantage. While this can create a playing field that favors certain companies, it's important to remain aware of the potential consequences and to advocate for policies that benefit the broader public. By promoting transparency, accountability, and public participation, we can help ensure that businesses and government work together to create a fair and just society. The relationship between businesses and the government in the USA is complex and multifaceted. While lobbying and financial contributions are legal forms of political participation, they can create a system where businesses have an unfair advantage over other actors in society. As citizens, it's important to remain informed and engaged in the political process to ensure that our government works for the good of all people, not just those with the most resources. By promoting transparency, accountability, and public participation, we can help ensure that businesses and government work together to create a fair and just society. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.